So you, Alexander, were you elected to stay behind and ponder on your adventures thus far. And you eventually, a small kernel of knowledge came forward that you had long forgotten. Essentially saying that there may have been a battlefield on that forest area, and something about that spoke to you. So you awake in the morning after dreaming on it. The smell of deer permeates the cave. Wen and Milton are all there, and it's kind of chattery this morning. What do you want to do?
So, have I finished my mask? The one that I was kind of.
Oh yeah, make a Let's see what.
Survival?
No. It was a wooden mask, right?
Yeah. Nature?
Go ahead and just make a dexterity, because it's just, unless you have any tool proficiency in some type of tool.
I don't believe I do.
Okay. So just you're just trying to whittle it out. Very nice. You finish the general block structure of the mask, and it's serviceable. It has eye slits and a little mouth slit, but there's no design to it yet.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Do you have the? Did I email you the picture? I sent you the picture, the link or something.
Yes. Okay.
I want it to look like.
Yeah. It. Let me look that up real quick. It shouldn't take too long here. Just do a quick little search for your name, John. Let's see. I'm pretty sure you did send it to me. I just have to find it. When was that?
I think it was right after last session.
Let me take a look at it. Okay. So no, it's not that complete. In fact, the eye holes aren't even as wide as you wish it to be. And there's no real nose as of yet. It just started to be serviceable. You have the faintest line in between where the teeth you want on the mask are. You haven't individually carved the teeth yet, but it's just serviceable at the moment.
I'll keep with just kind of the veil that I have right now, and I'll just keep the wooden the mask in progress on me and work on it like in the evenings or something.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so you awaken, and the smell of food permeates the cave.
So I'll just grab food and take it away, just kind of be by myself and just eat it quickly, and then without speaking to anyone, I'll just take my horse, which is still with me, right? Like
yes.
All right. I'll take my horse Solace, and I will start riding out to the forest.
All right. Briar, as you're saddling up, Briar just comes over to you. Where do you think you're going, huh? I mean, you could be free to leave. I'm just curious. What seems to be the matter?
Oh, just I need a vacation. Just take a look around, maybe. Don't mind me.
Fair enough. You're a free man. You do as you see fit.
Stay safe.
Yes, you too. All right. So you take... Is it Solace is your horse name?
Yes.
Yeah. You take Solace, and you are off. Which direction do you wish to go?
It was in the forest that we were at before. Where's the map?
Here, I will bring that up right now. All right.
So it was...
This forest down here.
Okay. I suppose I will... I think I'll kind of take a sort of direct route.
Okay.
Kind of like around this way, kind of along the... not along the mountains, but, kind of at the foot of them. So they just
Okay.
kind of take a better look around, try and remember this for when they come back, and I can tell them if I encountered anything.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, you make your way to the mountains. Actually, at the end of the first day, nothing has really caught your eye. It's still pretty cold out. At the beginning of the next day, you set off again. Everything seems to be fairly peaceful in the lands right now.
Hmm.
And you make your way further to the border of the forest, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, as you get there, it's started to. It's about noon at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see a will-o-wisp, yellow in color, not the glaring red of days past. Instead, it's more seems to be inviting. But given what you know about these will-o-wisps, that's not really anything new.
How well would my horse be able to get through the forest? I remember it was kind of difficult for them last time.
It was you guys essentially galloped through the forest in your escape. That is why it was difficult. You can lead them through, and at a normal walking speed, it'll be okay. Like at your walking speed, essentially.
All right, I think. And it was just like I wouldn't personally, if I went in myself and I had to, or if I had to run, I would not have to. I would not be at nearly as much risk as my horse. Correct.
Correct. Your horse is in the greatest danger of running because the hooves can catch a root and its leg can break, and since you don't have any healing capabilities on you or medicine capabilities yourself, it'd be very difficult to rescue the horse.
Okay. Now, I will find a place far enough away from the forest that is like far enough away from these will-o-wisps that I could gather that they wouldn't go that far, and I will just leave Solace there, kind of pinned up somewhere, has enough grass to eat.
Yeah, definitely. You find a place very capable, and you're able to do just that. As the will-o-wisp is still just kind of dancing very slowly in a weird semicircle pattern.
I will start walking into the forest and keeping very aware of where these will-o-wisps are, not following any of them, just trying to explore based on whatever knowledge that I have of this battle, try and find this battleground.
Okay, no problem. As you're actually approaching the forest itself, mist slowly starts to creep in. And all of a sudden, the area around you is completely transformed just as you're about to reach the edge of the forest. You see a command tent. You are inside this command tent, actually, and a man donned with purple robes with a sigil embroidered with a fist clamping onto a lightning bolt stands overlooking plans, but not battle plans. These seem to be more of a mechanical nature, weather charts, and also various enemy movements. A young elven man then enters the tent dressed in armor and painted in purple. They don't really seem to notice you. As he enters, he walks right through you.
I will keep my eye on all of these people and listen in intently.
Okay. The young elven man that enters the tent, that was dressed in the purple armor, speaks up. Allure, will your plans be ready soon? We only have but a few days left. The other older man, that music's a little loud, excuse me. Okay. The older man speaks up. Steady now, Roydion. The plans will work or they will not work. I have faith that something grand will happen nonetheless. I fear that we may be making the wrong choice, though. Not even the wisest man in this world can predict what will happen. Rest assured, though, if we fail, only greater tragedies await mankind and kin. As you say, but the men get restless and are starting to rethink their service. Surely they will hold a couple more days until the enemy gets here. Why not activate it now? The older man takes a very deep, invisible sigh. 1 second, and he takes a moment to cast something around him and Roydion. And their mouths are moving, but you cannot hear them at the moment. And you're about 10 feet away from them.
I'll take this time to take a look at the map. That's on the table. There is one, right?
Yes. You can look at it, and it just seems to be a schematic of the machination that you've seen. This machination you've seen in the depths of that enchanted forest in the ruins there.
So where is that? Just like in here?
No, over here.
Okay.
Where you saw that. It's where Fell activated the gem. And it was that huge machination that the gem was in. That seems to be a schematic of it. Are you doing anything else at this moment?
While I still can't hear them, I'll kind of just open up.
Oh, you're also farther away.
Okay. I'll kind of open up the entrance to the cave of the tent and look out.
Right. You don't really need to open it because you can't interact with anything here.
All right.
You just pass through it, and you just see hundreds of tents pitched to the north end. Like, if looking at the regional map, his command tent is about where you're about to enter the forest, and to the north of you for miles and miles they're just tents after tents after tents, stables. You're estimating, there's roughly a good 10,000 men at least.
Is there anyone moving about, or is this the evening?
It's a little after midday.
Okay.
Would you take a look around? Anything else?
I'll go back in the tent, and I want to take a look at their armor.
As you go back in, you see Allure holding out a small glass-like vial, and he's talking very emphatically to Roydion.
What does the vial look like? What's inside?
The vial appears empty at the moment, but there doesn't seem to be any opening, and it looks like a drop of blood, essentially. Like if a drop of blood, or a raindrop as well, that you would draw when you were little.
That's the shape of it?
That's the shape of the vial.
Okay.
And
What do their clothes look like?
their clothes, very rich in fabric, purple. That's pretty much it. There seems to be purple is the dominating color of this, and the guy, the old man, make a intelligence check, if you will.
I'm not good at those.
I know. DC 10.
That's lucky.
All right. You've seen this old man before.
Is he? Go on.
No, he is the one that cursed you.
I'm gonna just look. So he's the ghost.
Yes.
Allure, you said?
Allure. Allur.
I'm just gonna look really close at him.
All right. You go up to him, and all of a sudden, you begin to hear words as you go up to inspect. This is partly my reasoning to come and visit with you. And then the vision ends as you're getting just about to get close. More as if you were kicked out. And Roydion is the second name that you heard.
All right.
The will-o-wisp, you realize that you, in your vision, in your trance, you actually went into the forest and are now surrounded by it, with a couple will-o-wisps blinking to the left and right and behind you, off to about 10 feet. They're not doing anything, they're just blinking.
Can I judge how long I've been in this trance?
It looks to be about an hour.
All right.
They've only felt for about maybe 5 minutes at most. But it seems you are lost in some type of vision. Something is granting you these visions. And make a insight check, if you will.
Insight. Ooh.
Okay. You're not sure why these visions came to you or why these will-o-wisps are around you. But they do seem to be trying to guide you somewhere.
So they are not in a particular direction, correct?
They are
to my left, right, and behind.
Behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I suppose I'll go in the direction where they are not.
Okay. And it's odd every time you're starting to go off in a different direction, like you had a straight path before you. You start going in there, and all of a sudden they start turning, and they don't move as you're about to walk into one, and you continue to go this way and that way. You've been slogging on for hours when suddenly the sound of battle erupts all around you.
I unsheathe my blade and shield.
You as you unsheath your blade and your shield, you see Roydion surrounded by a small company of men. Around them lay hundreds of humanoid creatures on the ground, dressed in gray armor with white trim that's been bloodstained by battle. The vial given to Roydion seems to pulse with this dark energy, a black and purple mist swirling around inside of it. Make a perception check if you would.
Okay. Meh.
Yes. The blood, all of a sudden you notice you're looking down, and there's just pools of blood that you're standing in. Sloshing, kind of that sound it makes after a long, hard rain, and the ground is already saturated and there's standing water. But this is no water, it is blood. What do you wish to do?
I want to look around to see who's fighting, like if there's fighting around me.
Yes, there is the the last remnants of fighting, though, as Rodion himself has dispatched easily 4 or 5 members, and he's gathering a rallying call. And it seems the people on his side, their armor, some of it is tinged with purple on the trim, but the bulk armor is still just the normal color of steel.
Mm-hmm.
Their capes, perhaps, the commanders that did wear them, perhaps were white with purple accents, but now are stained dark brown, the color of dried blood, and some of it's still fresh, the color of red, wet blood.
The people that they're fighting, you said they're in kind of gray clothes, gray armor?
Yeah, the people that Rodion is fighting is in grayish armor with white trim.
Are they all human?
No, there's various elves, half elves, and humans, it seems. Not many other races.
So there is no particular racial line that they are fighting or allied with?
It doesn't seem that, and then all of a sudden you're looking around and you hear Rodion just scream, "To me! To me!"
I'm gonna move towards him.
Alright. As you do, you see what he now sees. Another wave of enemies approach atop war elephants. Rodion approaches a man on the brink of death, wearing the gray armor of the enemy. This man has 2 horns. You've seen this type of creature before. Not this exact creature, but this type of creature. You recognize it as a tiefling.
Looks like Exaden.
Yeah. This man appears to be a commander of some sort, wearing ornate full black armor with bloodstones inlaid around the seams. As Rodion approaches, he takes the vial off the amulet. And then the vision is suddenly expelled from your mind, and all around you, the will-o-wisps light the way as you notice the sky is now in twilight. And the will-o-wisps bob up and down, and you are reminded of the angelic lights, the small candles you would insert into colored paper domes, and how they unsteadily bobbed upward in your childhood. All of a sudden, as you make your way up, do you make your way?
Yeah, I'll start moving. Like, where are the will-wisps in relation to me?
They're still behind, and they're leaving openings for you. More have come out, though, in the distance. You see a set of 10 to 20 scattered, probably a couple 100 feet away, and more. But they're not really seem aggressive. They have that dull, pulsing light.
So are there 2 colors of will-o-wisps?
Well, they can change the color.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll keep moving towards the same way that I have been.
Okay. All of a sudden, there is a clearing. A single tree stands out in the center, with briars and blue-tipped roses surrounding it.
I'll move closer towards it.
All right. As you progress, once again, you recognize that mist that starts coalescing into a vision. All of a sudden, the man you saw in black armor stands alone in the field of battle, wary and sad-looking, with something protruding out of his chest. Upon closer inspection, It is the vial that Roydion had. The man clasps his hands to his ears and falls to his knees. Then you feel it. The world seems to tremble, and the man lays down in an almost sorrowful position. As he does so, a single tree magically sprouts from the fallen man's corpse. You look around, and there's just masses of dead bodies all around you. Elephants, man and elf alike. Make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw if you would.
Ooh. Saving throw.
Yep.
Ah.
You are pushed out of the vision. And instead of seeing the local flora, you can now just see the bodies that have become the dirt themselves. Those little divots, those bumps, you once recognized that as just the way of the land, but now, looking back on it, if you concentrate on it for more than a second or two, you can just see the dead bodies all around you. Hear the sloshing of blood beneath your feet as you grow closer to the tree, and you are surprised that you are now within 15 feet of the tree, though you do not remember moving that close.
Like, does it look distinct from other trees around here?
Yes, it does. It is older, gnarled, many knot holes. The surrounding area is pretty much dead except briar filled with red roses of a little bit of a blue tint on the very edge of them. But other than that, there's nothing, and this tree just stands alone, massive and old.
I've still got my sword and shield out.
Yes.
And I will walk up to the tree.
Hello. A voice seems to emanate inside your mind.
How long have you been here?
Thousands of years, perhaps.
What is your name?
My name is Sertan. General Sertan.
Out of character, is that... how do you spell that? Just kind of curious.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah, Surtun.
All right.
I have seen you and your party, and yet you come alone this time. Why?
Memories of something that I've never seen.
I have shown you certain things that I doubt anyone in this age has seen ever before. Come closer.
I like to do an insight,
Okay.
as bad as I am at it.
Okay.
What is he trying to do? Is he trying to lure me into some sort of trap? 18.
All right. He definitely wants something from you. You don't sense malcontent or any malaligned nature from his wanting you to be in closer.
I won't move closer yet, but I'll just ask him, what do you want?
Make a... Let's see here. I gotta look it up real quick. D. is right here. Let's see. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Oh, this one's better.
Ah, yes. I see into you. You are young at heart and soul, in an aging body. I have things for you. Maybe, perhaps, we could strike a deal. Much unlike the deal of a certain dragon, is it? Yes, dragon. A deal with the dragon you made. Much unlike that deal. I can be of help.
How do you want to help me? Why do you want to help me?
I cannot move. I can only extend my reach in this forest through my compatriots, which you've already met. I sense an eagerness in you, a desire to become great. Am I wrong?
I can't say you are.
And you can feel this intense mental probe, just like a headache, a slight headache, and you're just holding it as every time he mentions something about you, you feel it, a twinge of pain. Ah. Yes, your desire is clear. A land, perhaps. That is what your allies seem to want. This land is theirs and yours. A nation, a budding one. Fragile things. A contract with a vastly powerful dragon, though not as powerful as he might make himself out to be.
From the tales I hear of dragons, this is not an uncommon trait amongst them.
You can make an intelligence check to end his mind reading of you if you wish. You can do one now if you so desire.
I won't.
Okay.
Let him keep going.
What?
I'll ask him. You showed me what you were, but what are you now?
I am this. I think I have had thousands of years to think on what I am. I have become some magical being, perhaps. Some might call it an awakened tree.
What was that vial?
A vial. I will tell you, should you come 5 feet closer.
I'll step forward.
Alright, you go 5 feet closer. And long vines seem to slowly drip down. And they're not touching you, they're just really close to you. And they seem to be hovering about you. Not in any threatening manner. The vial. The vial was the gem's power. It needed some sort of fuel to power the gem initially, to make it gain sentience, I think. I do not quite know. Do not quite know Eanos. As he speaks, your secret identity that you have become into, as you've secretly decided to become. And you get a slight headache again as he just keeps probing. So, Eanos.
He's being quiet.
Yes.
Not saying anything right now.
Alright, he is the vial. I don't quite understand its reasonings, but it served as its purpose.
What is the deal that you wish to make?
I do not think you are strong enough to fulfill it. But you might be if you wish to try. Are you interested?
My interest is piqued.
I will tell you should you come but 5 feet closer.
I'm gonna try another insight check.
Okay.
I have gathered that he's not malicious, but this is still strange. Nah.
You don't sense anything foul about this creature. You just unknown. It's just an unknown entity to you.
I'll move closer again.
All right, you are now but 5 feet from the tree. Yes. Hold out your arm. What I want is to be given legs that I can move with, a better voice to speak with. You give me your blood, and I will lay upon you my mark. As well,
What will become of me?
I do not know how strong you are. You could die. You might not. But you will be changed. You will become stronger if I lay my mark in you.
I'll reach my hand forward.
Which hand, your sword hand or your offhand, do you wish?
I'll go with my right hand, my sword hand.
Very well. Know that this mark cannot be moved as you slowly extend your hand forward. And a small vine with a blade-like thorn on the end of it reaches down. I need you to, let's see here. I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I can do those.
Okay. And it cuts down your vein, and blood just starts pouring out as all of a sudden all the vines restrain you and reach your hand out over the bark and the roots as blood just continues to go. And you're on the verge of passing out. A minute goes by. And all of a sudden, just when you're on the verge of passing out, you see the vine implant in you a piece of hardened sap. And the vine just caresses the cut and it goes away. But you gain 3 levels of exhaustion.
All right.
And your maximum hit points is reduced by 15
Ooh.
for up to 1 month or until greater restoration is cast on you.
All right.
He goes, oh, yes. And he breathes in. And a face appears in the tree, and eyes open. Aenos, you have done well. See what my mark has given you. And you feel a compulsion to throw out your hand at the nearest rock.
And yeah.
And all of a sudden, the little hardened sap just shoots into a long, thorny whip, and it pulls it closer to you. Here is what you have right now. I will post it in here. Sir Tun's Blessing. You have at-will casting of Thorn Whip. You have damage resistance of non-magical to all non-magical piercing damage. And you have the ability to speak telepathically with Sir Tun and all others who bear this mark within 1 mile.
Nice.
So, our first agreement has been struck, and you have found me to be quite fair. Have you not? And he is no longer probing your mind.
I suppose you have. Been quite fair. What is it you wish?
I wish to have my old body back. And that is not something you can accomplish, but you will be my avatar in this. You will do for me what I cannot, even though I can now walk freely. But this form, leaves much to be desired. I will think on what I desire most now that this has come to fruition. But let it be known, in your heart, in your conversations of your memories, I have sensed your party's great want to break free of this contract this dragon has binded you into. I can be of some use in this, as I am very old, and I know of things that, well, perhaps no one knows of anymore, as it has been. As he looks up towards the starlit night, as it has been 5,000 years. I know many things. You do not have much magic on you. Why is that?
I don't know what world you are from 5,000 years ago, but it is not so common in this day and age.
Well, do for me certain tasks, and I will aid you in what ways I can to finding some items. I, off the top of my head, know two that you might wish to, or maybe not, to tell your friends. And here's what I know. It is said that a great wizard by the name of Ordville created a prison that none could escape from without the use of plane shifting. In this object, it is said that you can still see the creatures in the reflections of it, as it takes the form of a mirror. And it is also said that there was once a most fiendish trap in the form of an iron flask. Capturing a creature with it is said to make it friendly to you, though for how long it is unknown.
Where can these things be found?
Well, that is something I will have to discover or remember. But you must leave here now, and I will let you know when you are needed again, and we can proceed with the dealings.
Very well.
Is there anything else before you leave you wish to ask? Ask it now.
Outside of this forest, how much do you know of the world?
Not much. But perhaps I can be more informed now that I am in this, as now a limb forms, awakened state. Treant, I think, is what they used to call them. As another arm begins to form, I might be able to commune with the trees and find out the dealings of the past and the current.
Is there any way that I might regain my youth?
Yes, there is. And a devious, knowing smile forms on the bark of this tree.
What way do you know?
It is a dangerous path. Have you heard of the Ifrit?
In the meta I do, but I don't know if my character has.
Make a knowledge history, make a knowledge arcana. Either one of those.
I'll do history.
Okay. You have heard of stories of the Ifrit, very fickle, the opposite of the Jinns. The Ifrit are very evil, but some have been known to be able to cast wish on their masters, but once freed from the bottle, because they are often trapped in these Ifrit bottles of ornate design, it is a game of chance whether they will grant you a wish or just attack you outright. You and this is what you know about them.
I'll tell Sertan that I do know of them.
Yes, they are not the most pleasant of folk. But perhaps you may eventually get your desire. I will look into this for you if this is what you wish.
I would like to explore this, yes.
Very well. Go now. I am done with thee.
And I'll just turn and start walking.
Oh, wait, yes. You need a mark of me, do you not? I know you have my blessing, but you need something else. And you hear kind of the upchurning of earth, and up raises the armor that he was wearing. Now, upon closer inspection, do you inspect it?
Yeah, I will.
All right, you go over there, you brush the dirt off, you pour, there's a bunch of dead plant matter, and all around you, like on seemingly on the peripherals of your vision, you're still seeing dead bodies all around you. Sorry, my headphones came unplugged. All around you just lay dead bodies, and it's just kind of unnerving for you. As you see this plant matter, and then as you're taking it out, it turns to just body parts, intestine, and you freak out a little bit. You drop some, and you continue to pour out what you know is dirt, but it feels like the inner workings of a body. And upon closer inspection, you notice it's actually dragon scale.
Ooh.
You now have a set of black dragon scale armor.
Nice.
Which really, in the meta, doesn't really change your AC at all.
Okay. That's cool.
But because scale is 14 plus dex. But this is scale plus 1 magical armor, so it's 15 plus dex. So 17, and then your shield is 19. So it doesn't really change it in the meta, but you have it.
Gotcha.
Let me...
Technically medium then, if it's dex, or...
Yeah, it's medium armor.
All right.
So let me... Actually, there is scale... Dragon scale mail. I wonder if you can drag and drop it into your... I don't think you can. So go ahead and add... This is what it does, essentially.
All right.
It needs to be attuned, so you need to spend a short rest with it before you gain anything of that. But do you continue to leave?
I'll just ask Sartan, is there anything else you ask of me?
Not yet, but soon.
I'll take the armor and go on.
Be careful of who you mention the mark to. There are some in your party that might think it an evil necessary worth purging.
Very well.
Okay.
And I'll keep moving.
All right, and you now have this dragon scale mail. As you leave the forest, this is where we will end.
All right.
All right. So that's it. Make sure you get that scale mail in there.
Yeah.
So you might... I don't know how you would do it. I guess you would just... If there's any bonus in the armor section, you would just do scale mail and then an additional +1. And that should make it worthwhile. But essentially, you have acid resistance.
Nice.
You can detect any black dragon within 30 miles of you as an action. And once you use that action, it can't be used again until the next dawn. Let's see. You have advantage on saving throws against the frightful presence of breath weapons of dragons, and you have resistance to one damage type that is determined by the dragon that provides skills, in which case is black, with kind of a bloodstone trim around the seams.
All right. Cool. I'm just copy and pasting this in the Word doc, and I'll put it on this sheet later.
Cool. Anything else that you need to be reminded of for note taking?
I think that's just about everything.
All right. In which case, I will end the stream. Thanks for watching there, Wolf. Appreciate it. I'll catch you later.